Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and this is the last video in a wonderful series of 17 videos that you guys have probably already seen, I hope. If not, I'm gonna leave a link up above my head somewhere for you guys to go check out this amazing trip that I did with a company called Club Adventures through Vietnam and Cambodia. So the first question is always going to be, what is Club Adventures? So Club Adventures is a tour company based in the United States which specializes in these amazing small group tours. So while other companies you might have gone on tours with or actually seen, in the case of us solo travelers, they don't go out of their way to try to get as many people on those buses as possible. What Club Adventures does is they ensure that the groups are small enough for them to be a bit nimble and can get to places that other larger tour groups can go, which is what made this experience so amazing. And of course, I'm going to get to that in a little bit. Another aspect about Club Adventures is they provide excellent tour opportunities for women. They specifically have a program that's dedicated to women and curating itineraries for women specifically. So they're not only an amazing company for everybody, but they go out of their way to ensure that they have diverse itineraries, as well as looking at marginalized communities such as ours, African Americans, Latino travelers, and highlighting them in these kind of projects. So it was absolutely wonderful when they reached out to work with me. And I want to give a special shout out to the team over at Club Adventures, the team over at Hectic Media, and my two amazing guides. Like, I cannot tell you how amazing Thane and Chansip were. The cool thing about this project was working with these amazing guys. So let's get into all the reasons that you really should explore Vietnam and Cambodia with Club Adventures and why this tour was so amazing. So I've already mentioned our two amazing guides. We had one guide for Vietnam, and then we had one guide for Cambodia. Two entirely separate people and entities. I think I've always found it a little ridiculous when a guide is expected to know absolutely everything about a place. No matter how experienced you are, there are going to be things that fall through the cracks. And I prefer to work with somebody who's niche, who focuses on that specific aspect of a place, a destination, an event, and then kind of see what they can bring to the table. What Club Adventures does is they give you one guide overall. For example, Thang was our guide in Vietnam. But during our time there, we also worked with other guys who specifically specialize in a certain aspect of the place or the destination. So you would have somebody explaining the food to you. You would have somebody explaining, for example, in Cambodia, we had a specific guide who took us to the National Museum as well as the S21. So not only do they go out of their way to ensure that their guide, specifically their primary guide, is extremely well trained, but they also ensure that you have local experts to really give you the history of a place. Dame Donna, who a lot of you guys have already fallen in love with on Instagram, she specifically came to this tour because she's a Gold Star wife. And her husband was a Vietnam veteran, and she promised him before he passed away that she would go to everywhere that he went, specifically in Vietnam. And for her to be able to really experience and understand the truth behind the Vietnam War was something special to be a part of. One of the most frustrating things for me as a solo traveler and somebody who really appreciates history is that the view of Vietnam and Cambodia has been tainted or misconstrued in Western media, where we aren't being given all of the information, and and Western nations are being made to look out as these super conquering heroes, which is not the truth. And the beauty of what Club Adventures has put together is an opportunity for you to get all the accurate information and then make up your own mind. So the very first thing is really the amazing guys that you're going to have an opportunity to work with. All right, guys, I don't know if Club Adventures actually did their research on me, but they started our Vietnam trip and our Cambodia portion with a food tour. And they both were outstanding food tours. The thing about Vietnam and Cambodia is that their cuisine, outside of, I say, pho maybe, in Vietnam, their cuisine really hasn't spread around the world like, say, Thai, Chinese, Korean, Japanese cuisine. So when you come to Vietnam and Cambodia, you have opportunity to really experience a different cuisine that you might not have you might not even have access to back home, to be perfectly honest. My favorite dish in Vietnam on this trip probably was bún cha. It's an amazing grilled meat and this delicious soup. And then in Cambodia was the opportunity to have Cambodian noodles. We had a lot of amazing meals, but I really loved the opportunity to actually feel and see how they make the noodles. And one aspect about this trip working with Club Adventures was the flexibility that they had. So Donna is an older traveler, and a lot of times older travelers are a little bit more picky with the food that they eat, and Donna was very picky. You guys have seen the food tour videos. Donna was very picky about the things that we ate. Well, more so about the things that she ate, and I totally understand it. But the food is so diverse and such a wide range in Vietnam and Cambodia. We were able to still get her some amazing high quality meals every single day. Not to mention our farewell dinner that we had in Siem Reap was absolutely fantastic. So the opportunity to explore a diverse and kind of unknown food culture is an amazing reason to roll with Club Adventures. So one of my favorite things to do is engage with locals. As you guys, any of you guys who've been following me for a while know I love portraiture more so than anything. I believe that people make a place. You can have the most beautiful monuments, you can have the most wonderful hotels, but if you don't have the people, I don't feel it. I don't feel that destination. And one thing that these small group tours they do for you is they give you mobility. They give you the freedom to kind of move around. This tour was actually only 2 of us. It was me and Donna, a very, very small tour. And that gave us, not only was our itinerary easy to just run right through, because a lot of tour companies, the larger tour companies, they designed the tour for the slowest kind of traveler. And luckily, me and Donna are not at all the slowest kind of traveler. So not only did they not have to design it for slow travelers, but we ended up kind of blazing through everything because we didn't have to wait for anybody. And that gave me personally an opportunity to really interact and engage with locals. I'm gonna try to post a video of Donna making friends in Cambodia. We were in Siem Reap, and I took her to Pub Street one night. This isn't on the itinerary. This was something I did special for her. But I took her to Pub Street, and she got in one of those saunas, not saunas, one of those little fish spas, and put her feet in. And we were there for like 45 minutes just talking to locals and just interacting with people. You can't do that with a large group. You just can't do it logistically. So I think these small group tours are a perfect balance between those who want to be solo travelers but don't have the confidence in their travel ability or the destination yet. It gives you that freedom, that ability to kind of be a little bit mobile and also still engage with the local community, which for me is paramount beyond anything. Club Adventures does a great job in ensuring that you have these opportunities. So one of the things that I think a lot of companies do wrong is they try to get you to only go to the highlights of a place. One of the things that really blew my mind about Club Adventures was this insanely diverse itinerary. You went from a major metropolitan city to a small town, like a small village like that. 1 minute we're in Siem Reap, and 2 hour ride later in a tuk-tuk, we're in a small village learning how to make noodles. Angkor Wat was not the centerpiece of Siem Reap, for example. We were there for 3.5, 4 days, I believe. And it wasn't, we went to Angkor Wat and Angkor Thom and spent a grand total of maybe 3 hours. Now imagine everything else that we had an opportunity to explore and do there. Vietnam was the same thing. Ho Chi Minh City is an amazing city. We had an opportunity to kind of explore the nightlife, the shopping scene there, the museums and the monuments, but then we went down to the Mekong Delta and experienced local village life. We interacted with fishermen and snail farmers and homestay owners and lotus teams. It was absolutely wonderful. because of the diversity of the itinerary. And these itineraries are specifically designed to ensure that you get a bit of everything involved. So I would say that the great thing about Vietnam and Cambodia as countries is they offer a little bit of everything for everybody. So kudos to Club Adventures for really going out of their way to ensure that this specific itinerary gives you a little bit of everything. And last but not least is Club Adventures' commitment to charity work and working with charitable organizations. Here's a story that I didn't tell. I'm pretty sure I didn't tell it in the vlog before, but I just kind of wanted to tell the story to kind of help you understand how important charity work and helping local communities is to Club Adventures as a whole. So we ended up going to this small temple in Siem, a place that I didn't even know was there. So while we were there, we met 3 local kids and their 2 dogs. And they were just being kids. They were just running around, climbing the temples. They were more fascinated by us than anything. And I took a couple pictures of the kids and showed them on my camera, which I do all the time all around the world. And as we were leaving, my first instinct is to give them $1. And I thought Chansip, our guide, was going to drop kick me. Like, he kept, no, absolutely not. Don't give them money. No, no, sir, please don't give them money. And then he explained it to me. I already knew this. I've known this for decades, not to give money to children on the street or otherwise, because it perpetuates this cycle of poverty where kids are being kept out of school and forced to be beggars or interact with tourists in a way that prevents them from getting an education and moving up in their lives. And a lot of that money doesn't go to the betterment of the children and goes to adults who are exploiting them. Not only was this experience something that we had, but they also partner with the Friends Network, which is a group of restaurants and shops which employ marginalized and underprivileged kids and teach them how to become waiters, chefs, maitre d's, things like that. And they also have the shops, which the mothers of the children, they create necklaces, scarves, handbags, shopping bags. They convert dresses, saris, and all these different things to sell to people like me and you. And that money goes directly back to the family. I mean, they were even selling jewelry that was made out of recycled bullets. And if you know anything about the history of Vietnam and Cambodia, that's quite an interesting thing to do. So Club Adventures, I will forever be grateful for the opportunity to work with Club Adventures, because I see their commitment to charity work and helping the communities which they bring tourists through. A lot of companies do not do that, and it's a shame. So guys, hopefully this convinced you or open your eyes up to the amazing opportunity to explore Vietnam, Cambodia with the wonderful, wonderful company of Club Adventures. They're amazing guides. They're a wonderful organization team. But I also want to give you a little extra nuggets on top of that. So Club Adventures has provided me with a discount code. So I'm going to link that below in the description here. It does expire. So if you're seeing this way down the line, it might not be valid. But if that's the case, reach out to me and I will see if I can talk to them for you. And also, a lot of you guys are new. For some reason, I've ended up getting a whole bunch of new followers because of this amazing project I did in Vietnam and Cambodia. And if you're new here, you're gonna be happy to find out that I love giving away stuff for free. I love giving away swag. One of the things about being a digital nomad is I travel a lot, which means I can't collect a lot of stuff. So whenever I travel, I love to buy souvenirs, support local communities, businesses, artists, and I usually buy stuff from them. But I have no place to put them, so I just send it all to you guys. So you have to follow me on Instagram. Instagram is where I'm going to be doing all my giveaways, and I'm going to be doing 2 specific giveaways in conjunction with this project with Club Adventures. One is going to be like a goodie bag from Vietnam, and another is going to be a goodie bag from Cambodia. And I think I'm going to do the third one. I bought an amazing piece of art in Vietnam, and I don't have anywhere to put it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and throw that in for you guys. But if you guys want the discount code, make sure you look in the description of this video. The discount code is gonna be there. And if you want to be part of this giveaway, go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Minority Nomad. So yeah, that's it for me, guys. This was an absolutely wonderful experience with Club Adventures. I'm so happy I had the opportunity to work with this amazing company. I look forward to working with them again in the future, providing more content for you guys in different destinations. So if you guys would like to see that, go ahead and comment below and tell me what you guys liked about the videos that we produced in Vietnam and Cambodia, and where you guys would like to take a tour with Club Adventures. So as usual, leave the world better than you found it. I will see you guys in the next video.